Okay, y'all, we got a classic example of a transgender woman acting a fool in GameStop. Now, I'm gonna let you know right now, this ain't one of them channels that care about your feelings. Not to be rude, but especially when it comes to situations like these, facts, man, facts. Because feelings just ain't. This is not where it's at. Science will always win when it comes to this. I hate stuff like this, by the way, little flyaway airs. But anyways, all right. So with that being out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the meat of this. So one thing, first things first, I want to go ahead and let everybody, especially transgender women, know if you want to be taken seriously as a woman, especially appearance-wise, there's some basic stuff you got to do, man. I mean, you just basic. That's just common sense. You have to at least act accordingly. You can't be out here acting like a grown-ass man with a flower in your hair talking about you cute. But you over here bucking at other men. Oh, I'll take you out. I'll show you a man. What's up? What's up? I mean, you got other men looking at you like, and your name Lily? You know what I'm saying? Or some, you know, you're messing with people's minds, man. That's what makes, if anybody becomes transphobic, it would probably be that GameStop dude. That dude probably was so damn scarred. You know what I'm saying? Like, that will make people become transphobic because they don't even want to deal with trans people because they're like, yo, I don't even know what to say to them. You know, the last time I interacted with a trans, she exploded on me. You know what I'm saying? I lost my job, I lost this, I lost everything. So I'm starting to realize that transgenders are becoming the bulliers. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to become untouchable, and they're starting to notice that. Not all, obviously. There's a certain things I feel like I don't have to say because we're all adults, and we should all be able to obviously know that I'm not talking about every single transgender has this issue. Obviously not. I'm talking about the radical ones, like the one at GameStop. The one that no one wants to encounter. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to have sex with that person. No one wants to have a conversation with that person. Not when he or she is acting like that. You know what I'm saying? If he or she gets triggered that fast, especially it builds on, you can't even apologize to the person. They're just so offended. You can't apologize. It's like, how do you have a conversation with people like this? You don't. You just stare at them and let them rage until they leave, and you're just like, because if you say anything, it's going to be discriminatory or whatever, so it's like, wait for them to fucking finish raging and then storm out of the store and for them to alert the LGBT community, and it's just like, you're making them look bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you have to act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here scratching your balls talking about you're a chick. You can't be out here with a long ass ding dong with a dress on. You know what I'm saying? That's how transgenders get murdered. You know what I'm saying? Playing with dudes' minds. You know what I'm saying? You out here looking, you know what I'm saying, good, or you playing, people, you know, guys been drinking or whatever, you looking real good. He come to find out you got a dick, or excuse me, you got a penis. And he's like, you lied to me. You just played me for a fool. You know what I'm saying? And that ruins people's lives. That destroys people's sexual. You know what I'm saying? Their desires are now questioned. You know what I'm saying? A man that is heterosexual, if he has an encounter with a transgender and he didn't know, and come to find out, he's gonna start questioning his own sexuality. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to go through someone else forcing them to question their own sexuality. You know what I'm saying? That's something you gotta let people know up front. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing a lot of these cases where you got transgenders out here getting killed because they're not letting these dudes know what's really good with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if men are supposed to be transphobic if they don't want to sleep with a tranny? No. I mean, that's just preferences. People want to be with people that's born of the opposite gender. That's just natural. You know what I'm saying? If my man found out I was a man, I'm pretty sure he would leave me because he'd be like, whoa, you didn't tell me. That's a major lie you just kind of let ride all these years. You know, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Most people divorce, or most people have a problem if you talking about you hiding some other major secret that affects them greatly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you marry and you hiding some major debt, that's damn near likely to get your ass divorced. So, you know, so I'm like, if you come out and you're a tranny, then of course, you know what I'm saying, that's going to cause problems. So I'm like, there's a lot of problems that transgenders can solve themselves, you know what I'm saying, to keep themselves out of these situations. But back to this GameStop dude in particular, I'm like, he's over all the bass in his voice. He's not even trying to hide it. You know what I'm saying? He's kicking over stuff. He's he's going Super Saiyan on this dude. And this is GameStop. This ain't even, who rages at GameStop? And the thing is, it didn't even start off like that. He got mad about store credit or something. You know, and then he started cussing at the dude. You know what I'm saying? And the dude was like, I'm sorry, sir. And like, oh, I'm not a sir. And that's how I go. A transgender gets so offended. You accidentally call. They got to build and build and build and build on top of it. And it's like, why are you building on top of so much anger? I fucking apologize. Chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna keep erasing my speech because, oh my God, your feelings. You know, I didn't break the law. This guy didn't even break the law. You know what I'm saying? By accidentally calling him a sir or a man, whatever. Even the lady. She raged at the lady. And that was a real woman. You could obviously tell the difference between the voices. You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like we don't know what's really good. And I know I got a deep ass voice. Don't get me wrong. I've been bullied for it. I just got used to it. Ain't nothing I can do about it. But I had to make sure I had to keep myself feminine because when people, you know what I'm saying? I had to go through it too. People think, are you you know, like, why your voice so deep? You know what I'm saying? So I know what it's like to be almost confused as a transgender. So I understand the struggle to a degree, but I'm comfortable being a female. I'm not going to switch to being a dude, you know, just because I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. No, I learned to deal with it, and I enjoy being a woman. I just have a deeper voice than most women. But I can soften my voice and talk a lot like this if I really need to. You know what I'm saying? But it's just being able to be comfortable in your own skin. So I'm like, you can't be mad at somebody else for not understanding, or, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody knows or understands what a transgender is. Not everybody knows or cares what your feelings are. You know, and I'm like, it was so inappropriate. You know, and I'm like, these are the people that they want you to share bathrooms with, nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this dude looking like a man dressed in Britney Spears clothing. I'm like, even real trannies should really be like, come on, guy. You're making us look bad. You know, you got to do a little bit better than that. We out here stunting on them, and you out here being a poser. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look, if transgender women, I'm like, look, a quick Google search, I honestly checked just to kill all that. You know what I'm saying? Because transgender women are people that was assigned a male at birth. That's all I needed to know. Everything else is bullshit. You were assigned male at birth, so that's all I need to know. What I'm seeing now is a result of your decisions. But what was not your decision was what you came out as, which is what I'm going by mentally. Now, I'll address you as whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want. But mentally, I know what's really good. You're not going to make me pretend otherwise. You know, because at the end of the day, science always wins. So I'm like, this could have easily been avoided if transgender women like him just know how to chill when it comes to people making accidents. Because like I said, not everybody is knowledgeable on transgenders. Not everybody wants to offend. Not everybody's out to get transgenders. You know what I'm saying? No one cares enough about transgenders to be out to just straight murder all of them. You know what I'm saying? There's too many people in the world for that. So my thing is, a lot of these, not all transgenders, obviously, but I'm talking about the radical ones. The ones who just top off the anger. The ones you don't want to encounter. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.